Hello there. Welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Laura, and today I will be making Northern Light soap. This is another soap that was a viewer suggestion. I will also be making layers with the mountains in the background. This soap was a suggestion by Love Yourself. She wanted mountains, a night sky, and Aurora Borealis, which is the Northern Lights. So these are all the colors I'll be using. For the black, I have some charcoal mixed with some black iron oxide, which is from Nurture Soap. I also have dark navy blue for the sky from Nurture Soap. Siren's Song from Nurture Soap. It's going to be for the lights. Northern Lights from Nurture Soap, also for the Northern Lights. And Klein Blue for Nurture Soap, which will also be for the Northern Lights. I'm going to be using Maya Gold in one of the spray pumps. Maya Gold is also from Nurture Soap. And this crisp juniper fragrance by Nurture Soap has a blend of florals and citrus as well as juniper berries. I'm going to add the lye water here. The oils I use are all vegan and organic, and the little cups with the colors are reusable and biodegradable. So here's the fragrance going in. This fragrance has a very fresh smell to it. It's a little bit herbal and fruity. It's very nice. Now I'm dividing this up into 5 batches. I'm just going to move these out of the way. In this first pot, I'm going to put that black iron oxide. This is what I will use for the mountains. I need this to thicken up so that it can support the weight of the other colors. So I'm going to stick blend this for a little bit of extra time, and I will also let it set. I'm going to add the other colors to the other pots until I am ready to use them. These colors should be very bright and bold. So here I'm pouring the black layer into the mold first. I'm just going to get all the batter out of the container. And then I'm just going to let that set off to the side to let it thicken up. I'm mixing in these colors by hand because I don't want to risk them accelerating the batter too much, which is why I decided not to stick blend them. The colors mix very easily into the batter, and you can see how bright and bold the colors stay even after mixing them in. This Northern Lights is a new purple. I tried it in another soap as well. It's really pretty. I like my purple vibrance a lot, but I decided I should try some other colors just to see how they perform, and I've been really happy with everything I've used so far. So here I'm just texturing the black layer. I want it to have one large mountain on one side with a valley, and then the beginning of the second mountain on the other side. So there should be one tall mountain, and then on the other side a shorter mountain. And I'm just shaping the soap. I want this to look correct. I want the mountains to be as angled as possible rather than rounded at the top like hills. So hopefully I achieve that here. And now I am just covering this with a layer of the Maya Gold. The reason for this is to help break up the layer between the mountains and the sky to give it a little bit of a mica line. Now this is the dark navy blue that I'm going to be using for the sky. I wanted a little bit of sky between the valley and the Northern Lights, because typically in the pictures I've seen of the Northern Lights, there's the lights higher up, and then as it gets closer to the ground, there's typically a little bit of sky there before the horizon, depending on, the angle of the picture and everything else. So now what I'm doing is taking the rest of that dark navy blue and adding all the other colors to it. We're going to go for a pretty swirl. So this is an in the pot swirl. I poured all the colors together, gave them a little bit of a swirl, and now I will pour this into the mold. For those of you who like to work with resin, I believe this is called a dirty pour. I know some of you who watch my videos like to work with resin. So there I'm just giving the top a little bit of smoother texture so that the waves are a little gentler, and I'm adding more of that gold to the top. This will give it a nice accent on top. And since the design is going to have so much going on, I decided to leave the top relatively plain, just with the gold and not an intricate design. So we need to set this aside for about a day until we can go back to cut it. So here we are about a day later to cut the bar. So here is the loaf of soap. I'm just going to put it on my slicer. And the soap is still a little bit too, like, not firm, not quite as firm as I like it, so it's leaving behind some of the soap on my gloves. But it's sliced just fine. So here is how it looks on the inside, and you can see the pretty layers of blues and purples and the mountains on either side with the valley in the between. And up close, I'm going to hold this up here so you can see that mica line between the black and the colors. It's not real prominent, but it was just there to, you know, visually break it up from the sky. And also because I imagine there would be a little bit of reflection of light from the aurora borealis on the mountains and the trees and things, so that's what that's there for. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for the suggestion, Love Yourself. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. These soaps are part of the Twilight collection and will be available October 1st. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.